What to do, baby?
Welcome back, guys. We are back in studio. Had a last time we were here, I've been in quarantine for a week.
Feels like forever ago.
Bro, I'd been in quarantine already for a week coming back from my trip, right?
Yeah.
We did the last episode on my way home. Then a week later, we did the episode. I've been in quarantine that whole time. That one day we recorded the pod, hung out with my brother. The next day, buddy tests positive. So I go back into quarantine. Then some other family members test positive. Basically, I was in my house for like 22 days straight, and I was out for like 20 hours in the middle of it, and then I was back. So
You were on the close contact list.
I was on close contact list.
Not positive.
Somehow. Wrestled with my brother. Was hanging out with my other family members that test positive. I never ended up getting it, but I've been tested like 7 times with that little nose swab. Miserable existence. But yeah, I never test positive. Spent my birthday in quarantine. That was terrible.
Exciting.
No, it's terrible. The only good thing was it was on a Sunday, so I could watch football.
Yeah.
But had a couple of people show up at the window to bring me stuff. But other than that, it's just miserable existence. But yeah, I'm off COVID protocol, and the rest of my family's out tomorrow. So out of quarantine, we're gonna get back in the studio. Obviously, we're back here today. AB, how's your job, buddy?
So I think last time we were
Mr. Factory Worker, Amazon,
Yeah.
essential factory worker.
Last time we were here, I mentioned I had started the new job. Emma Francis was actually sitting in. She said I should apply at Target, which I did. They kindly rejected me.
You got rejected already?
By Target, yeah. They
Immediately?
Oh yeah, within a couple days.
Wow.
My services were not needed. That's what they said.
So tell us, how many days has it been since you've seen the sun?
I can't do the math off the top of my head. It has been 5 days since I've seen any sort of sunlight.
So what I was trying to tell Aiden is, you just need to tell me you're a smoker. You'll get a couple smoke breaks a day and go out and at least look at the sun.
I already take an unreal amount of bathroom breaks. Because, dude, KU's playing Creighton crunch time, right? I was on the toilet at least 18 minutes. Like,
dude, I just had a squirter today.
dude, yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's me in math class. Mr. Farley, you got 5 minutes to take this test. Like, dude, I got serious diarrhea.
Seriously,
I got to go.
Like, I was so heated. I missed the whole game. And I pull up my phone, and Jalen Wilson just smacks a 3 to win the game. That's basically all I saw.
It was lit. I got my douchebag hoodie shirt.
And I couldn't. So usually before I'd kind of finesse the system because they're super strict about like phone usage, right? And so I forget, was it what day did the Washington and the Steelers play?
That was Monday.
Monday, yeah. So I was watching that game on Monday, and my manager Megan, we've been over Megan,
freaking Megan,
yeah, just creeps up on me, bro. While the game, I'm not like actively watching the game, but like. It's playing while I'm packaging these boxes, right? She's pressed, right? Like she saw my phone. I know that I'm not supposed to have it. She knows that I'm not supposed to have it.
So what ended up happening?
Well, she was like, you can't be doing that. She was like, your rates have been going down, and like now we know why. And I'm like, no shit, it's 4:00 on a Monday. Like
you can't even do your factory job.
There's football on, but yeah. So she got. I wouldn't say she was mad. It was more of a warning, I'd say. But so I definitely couldn't watch the KU Creighton game, right? I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like I had to go check the score a couple times, and then took a couple bathroom breaks to go get a couple minutes action in. But yeah, the body has adjusted. Waking up 5 a.m. every day, getting home at 7. Mentally, we're working.
Yeah, I just got back to DoorDashing yesterday because I got off the COVID list, and it's good to be back. I miss the college students. They were bringing me a lot of business, but
you little not as busy?
Not near as busy. I've already golfed twice. I've just been lulling during the day. Like, might as well go hit the course. Played insanely good today. But yeah, we are going to have a guest on our segments part. There's Bryce's back there. He's laying on the couch listening to the pod. Yeah, so... we do that. Shout out to you guys for the last episode. Got a lot of love. Seems like we got like some type of a bot on our YouTube.
Or we're just popular.
Yeah, because we got like 250 views, which way more than usual. which, we're still growing, so that's to be expected. But then we also had all these girls just like,
oh, they're making
all
some
these troll girls
discreet
just,
comments in the comment
like
section.
sexy,
We'll let you
like all this-
interpret that for yourself.
yeah, so maybe it's real. Maybe we're just really popular
Who
among
knows?
like 20 to 25-year-old women.
Yeah.
But
Charming.
I would assume not. Yeah, so it's been good. It was good to take a week off, I guess. It just kind of sucked because we couldn't get in studio and we didn't really want to do it virtually. So
Yeah.
we're back. Thanks for all the love on social media, like I said. And then we got to talk about a Twitter post from last night. We were all hooping at a undisclosed apartment complex, Sky Loft Building Gym up there. I was gonna say it, like, I'm so bad at basketball. Like,
Yeah.
I'm always, if I go hoop with like my friends that don't play basketball, I'm like, I could hang. But like we yesterday with like
at least
five kids that
five
played high
guys
school
that played-
basketball
Yeah.
and like a few college players,
Yeah.
it is miserable.
Yeah. Me and Bruce
Aiden
were easily the worst two
Yeah,
players
we would just
there.
switch out each game.
Yeah.
because we were just not
Well,
getting picked up.
we were both like exhausted. I don't know about you, but I was in there for a couple games straight.
I did not.
pretty
I played
tired.
2 games in a row once, so I was not that tired.
No, I was.
I didn't even sweat
pretty,
that
like,
much.
I was drenched in sweat. Like you were guarding me. Like I was drenched in sweat.
But I gave you about 5 feet of
Yeah,
5 feet
I
of
was
padding.
pulling up
I don't
on
want to
the
get.
block,
I don't want to
too.
get taken to the rack.
I probably shot 63.
But yeah, it was. I probably shot like 20 too many. I made a couple to win, but
I was broke.
apologize to Chris McGee, who's getting very upset with the amount of threes that I was taking. But yeah, we did play, and then we posted a video of or a picture of Aiden supposedly dunking on me. So we're gonna do a quick live react. I think E has a video
Let's
queued
see
up.
it.
Quick live react to this video
What
here
did I say for the studio right here? Looking
for the studio.
Uh.
All right, so first of all, let's just say this dunk had no chance.
Okay.
Buddy, Aiden kicks me in the balls. He knees me in the balls.
There was no contact
Are
there.
you kidding? I have a bruise.
All right. So if
I have a
you
bruise.
pause it like we did, it looks like I'm about to dunk it. Right. My problem is I get too excited and aggressive and try and really cock it back. Like I can go up and pretty casually hang on the rim.
I also cannot jump. I literally cannot jump.
Yeah.
There's videos of me. If you watch the end of that video we posted on Twitter a few weeks ago. Oh yeah. By the way, if you're wondering what we're watching, you can look at it on the YouTube. We do have a YouTube, The Truth with Bruce and Benny on YouTube. So all our episodes are filmed, and you can watch it. But literally, Buddy just kicks me in the groin, and I have no chance of jumping. And then freeze frame looks like he's dunking, but no shot.
No,
So
I think like
just want to clear the air there.
Maybe I'm just tooting my own horn here.
You're absolutely tuning your own horn, whatever you're about to say.
I think theoretically, I should be able to dunk.
You just go too
Right.
hard, dude.
Yeah, I just go too hard. I think people can attest. I mean,
Dude, I look so white right now.
it looks like I should be able to. It just never happens.
I look like a ghost. Look at my arms. Do I even look ripped? Oh, yeah, we might play 1v1.
Yeah, no, we have to.
Oh, yeah, we got 10 retweets.
Yeah.
10 retweets. Shout out.
We think like 1 game to 21 or
So,
something. Dude, I'll probably lose, dude. I can't. Like,
What?
dude, that like we pulled up. Remember that one time at Southwest, we were at 3-point competition and you went like 7 for 9.
Hey, it just
like
depends
that.
upon the day. But you're a much
Yeah.
more consistent shooter than me. It just depends on the day for me. Southwest, the double rim goal.
I hate it. Yeah.
Some of my buddies know about that. I'm about that action, the double rim goal. I never miss there. But yeah, I've had a lot of good COVID games there. But yeah, we'll get that out. We'll get that on the YouTube. I'm not real excited about that. I've been having some back issues. I was on my trip. I was biking about 30 miles a day and then sleeping in my car.
You were eating pizza and donuts. every day.
Severe
You
back
have
pain.
to.
Severe back pain. Oh yeah, I was eating, but yeah, I was like, I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
it's
drive to New
vacation,
York
yeah.
and eat freaking salad. Like,
Yeah, I mean that's yeah, of course.
But so yeah, my back is just toasted. But that would be fun. And yeah, we're gonna get in a little bit of NFL. But yeah, thank you guys for all the love on social media, YouTube. Our podcast's
Might
been
as
doing
well.
pretty good. We're pretty excited. We're gonna keep trying to bring out some good content. Aiden's about to be off school. He's still gonna be a factory worker, but I don't go to school.
I've been off school for a while.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I don't go to school till mid-January, so we got some time.
We got some time, yeah.
And we'll crank out some cool stuff. But let's get into the weekend recap. First game, Saints-Falcons, 21-16. Saints, how we feeling?
Okay, so I can't give any actual description why, but I'm not buying the Saints. And maybe it's just because of my bias of like watching them in the playoffs for the last 3 years, and they just consistently choke, lose, whatever you want to call it. But I'm just not buying them. I think teams I'm in the NFC, I would take over them. The Bucks for sure. The Packers for sure, and maybe this one is.
You're about to say an NFC East team.
Debatable, but I would take the Seahawks over them too.
Yeah.
I don't buy. I don't know why. Maybe it's for the Taysom.
I don't know if I don't buy. I'm seriously. I have a maybe a far different opinion. I almost think if Drew comes back, love you, Drew, for all you've done, but I almost think you leave Taysom in there.
Bro,
he's
Taysom
playing like a quarterback. His last game he played like a quarterback. I don't think he's a gadget. I believe that my whole life, and I think now he could be a serviceable quarterback. I think he's a mid-level quarterback. He's a better thrower than Lamar Jackson. I'm not saying he does.
What are we like? The Saints haven't like. He has had no actual test since he's been there. Like he played the Falcons this week. Who did he play last?
Okay,
week?
But this game he actually threw the ball. He played.
He
played the freaking Denver team with no quarterback, and he played terrible.
Yeah.
But this game he actually threw the ball. They weren't using him like a freaking tight end. They're using him like a quarterback.
Yeah. Before I hop all over the Taysom bandwagon, I want to see.
I guess train.
I mean, they won by 5 against the
Falcons. Okay, but they're also in division and
no,
Morris has them
for
playing
sure, dude.
decent.
It's the NFL. It's not like teams just spank up on each other every week. But I just saying I want to see a little bit more from him. But in general, for the number 1 seed in the NFC, I don't think the Saints make it out. I really don't give them that much of a shot, to be honest. Which is weird. I don't know why.
The NFC is such a toss-up.
Crapshoot. It's a crapshoot. 1 through 7.
I could see a lot of them going. Like I can convince myself that the Giants are going to win a playoff game.
Riddle me this. What is the difference between the 1 seed Saints?
Are you 90 years old? Riddle me this.
Yeah. No. What is the difference between the 1 seed Saints and the 7 seed Cardinals? Which team is better? It's close as hell.
I'm taking the Cardinals. But
literally.
That's also because I love the Cardinals. Like the Cardinals losing games is really aggravating me because I've been on the Cardinals.
No, yeah, we're on the same page there.
But yeah, I mean it's going to be tough. The NFC is just going to be crazy. Like I don't think you can make a solid bet anywhere.
What's like the 1 seed Steelers or Chiefs compared to the 7 seed Dolphins or Raiders? Like that's such a big difference.
But also like the AFC's so top heavy. Like
I'm taking
that's what I'm saying. The Bills on a good week. I'm taking them against
Bills
anyone.
Are legit, yeah.
The Browns on a good week. I'm taking them against anyone.
We'll get into that.
The Titans on a good week. I'm taking them against anyone. You just hate running backs. If it's you literally just hate running backs.
Can we skip
the
Browns Titans right now?
No, we'll get there. It's one way. This one will go quickly. Lions Bears. Who cares?
Who cares?
Classic Bears.
Dude, I'm so done with the Bears. I don't even know what
they're going
to do.
You think they have to clean house?
Dude, they need to. Just everyone's on the block. They're not going to re-sign A-Rob. Start selling the defense. Nagy could get fired. Trubisky's gone. Freaking Foles is probably going to be back, I guess. I don't
know.
Like
I mean, they obviously they don't
they're
Trubisky
in a
squad.
Awful, and they're going to go. Dude, the problem with them is they're not going to have. They're obviously not going to because they won early, and you were talking about they were their contenders and stuff, but they're going to have like a weird spot where they're going to pick like that Trey Lance or Zach Wilson.
They're in a similar position with the Falcons. I mean, the Falcons won too many games to have a good pick.
Yeah, but the Falcons have a quarterback, whether you want to accept that or not.
The Falcons don't have a quarterback.
What are you talking about?
Who's their backup? Matt Schaub?
Stop.
Who's the Falcons quarterback?
The Bears, they're going
Mohamed Sanu?
They're going to be bad this year, and unless one of those like second-tier quarterbacks after Lawrence and Fields really surprises, they're going to be bad for the next couple of years. They're a bad team.
All right, I'm going to stay on it. But Stafford to the Colts is a Super Bowl contender.
Just free Stafford, bro. I don't
Stafford
even care
to the Colts
where he
is
goes.
a Super Bowl contender. T.Y. Hilton's back. Like
they need
Stafford
more
to the Colts.
They need more weapons. But
Michael Pittman's
Stafford,
good.
Michael Pittman is good.
And T.Y. Hilton has been playing well.
JT is okay.
JT has about 2 years left on his legs, and then he's done.
We're past that.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he has more mileage than Zeke, and Zeke's done.
All right, he's not. You're not wrong. He just ran to the ground in college. Only way Wisconsin had a chance. Browns, Titans.
We're going to set about a 30-minute timer for this one.
No, we're not.
All right, so
Baker, baby. Baker Mayfield.
So, yeah.
We salute you.
Bryce has just been begging me to apologize because, okay, here, I will give credit where credit is due. Not to the Browns, but to Bruce, because he had probably the hottest take of this entire podcast by saying the Browns are going to go 12-4 back in week 5 or something like that.
Yeah, week 3, week 4, week 5.
Week 4, week 5,
and I'm first week of the pod.
I was saying, they're not going anything more than 9-7, probably 8-8, right? I mean, it's a fire ass take. You got to like, it is a
Hey, you have a good one,
blazing
too, that
hot
we can
take.
talk about in a minute.
No,
but
for sure. I mean, we both have our wins and our losses, but I mean, this is a banger take. Do I think the Browns are good? Hell no. I don't think the Browns are good.
If they play like the first half, they can win a playoff game.
I think
That's
the
all I'm
Browns
saying.
are bona fide frauds. Bona fide frauds. They will not win a playoff game. I even mentioned to Bruce earlier, which I probably won't do, that I would go get a tattoo of Baker if they win a playoff game. I'm not going to do that, obviously,
I would get
because
a tattoo of Baker.
it's somehow
Just get a tattoo
possible,
of
but
Baker.
they're not winning a playoff game. Dude, okay, because they're not going to win the division because the Steelers are going to win the division. So they're going to be the 5 probably, which has them going to Tennessee probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're taking them over Tennessee again? I'm not. Ain't no damn way.
That's tough. Certainly tough. I think part of my take that I was talking about, part of the take I was talking about was that they would win the division, but who knew the Steelers were going to be this good? Like I would have
The
assumed
Steelers were going to be this good.
you knew the Steelers were going to have one loss. That's BS. That you did not think they were going to be undefeated.
I think I said they'd be in the AFC Championship before the year,
Well, yeah, but you didn't
which
think,
is a good take.
Yeah, but you didn't think they were going to be that good. Like
No,
regular season, they're being
Okay,
insane.
well, realistically, they're not as good as like their record.
Well, they've
which
just
we
won
know
a
that.
lot of ugly games, and they don't have the hardest schedule. But
yeah, you play who you play.
But yeah, I think the Titans is a toss up. I would rather see the Titans win. I like the Titans more as a team
Than the Browns?
Yeah. I've been on the Browns, and honestly, if you listen back to that take too, I also said they're going to go 12-4 and not win a playoff game.
Yeah.
I stay with that. I think
No, they won't. Yeah.
if they play like they played first half, but like no matter how you
The
paint it, they
Stars
still
just
let
have
the
to
Titans back
like
in the game.
Like I don't believe in Baker Mayfield's ability to go win a football game, and I don't think Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt are going to go do it. I don't think that they're like Derrick Henry. He can and has. He will go win you a football game against the Ravens last year in
Yeah.
that wild card. He completely took over that game.
Yeah,
You're not getting that. I'm sorry.
We haven't
You're not
seen
doing
it.
that.
I mean, they obviously haven't been in the playoffs, so we haven't seen it. I'd like to see what they do, but you're right. The stars of the line. Miles Garrett has to be on point.
Dude, that's what I'm like.
Their,
sorry,
their secondary has to be on point.
If
Jarvis has been playing out of his mind the last few weeks.
I think if the Browns, which is looking likely that they're going to go to Tennessee first week of the playoffs, I'm pounding Tennessee. I mean, so hard. I give the Browns absolutely zero shot to win that game. Like it's just one of those things they won't win twice, and they almost lost this one after being up by like 27 or
They almost lost it, but
24.
it's just like they started doing conservative play calling. They almost, if they didn't, unless the Titans scored every single drive, they weren't going to lose that game. And they had like 2 late scores. I mean, it's reasonably a 41-28 game.
Yeah,
which I mean,
no, they
that's
dominated
expected.
them. They dominated them.
So
I just
we're
can't see
somewhat in
it happening
agreement,
again.
but I think, like I said, that they're getting hot at the right time.
I mean, I think
and I honestly think they have the Steelers and the Ravens left, as well as I think the Giants.
they're going to lose to the Ravens next week.
I don't think they do. I think there's no chance.
I think they lose to the Ravens next week.
Dude, there's a chance the Ravens will make the playoffs.
And that's I can't buy the Ravens not making them. I think they sneak in. Like, are we really going to tell ourselves that like the Dolphins, they're not a better team than the Ravens? I think the Ravens turn it on. They're too talented, bro. Like,
they're talented where though?
everywhere except receiver.
Running
Hollywood
back,
Brown sucks. Yes, J.K. Dobbins, they just don't play him.
he never gets played. I mean,
Yeah.
I think he got 11 carries last night,
No,
and Mark
he
Ingram got
needs
6,
all the
which
carries.
is fair.
Ingram
Gus Edwards
sucks.
had 150
Edwards
yards, but they also played the Cowboys. So can you even compare that game to anything? Because
No,
Dobbins
but
and Ingram
yeah.
were coming off the COVID list. They're going to feed Gus Edwards. They're going to win that game no matter who.
That game was
You could
mean.
hand the ball
Yeah.
to freaking Kenyon Drake, or that's not who I meant. The British dude, Jay Ajayi. You can hand it to him at
What?
50 years old. You can hand the ball to anyone. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You're not going to lose the Cowboys. You can hand the ball to
Yeah.
freaking some KU
doesn't-
running back from 10 years ago. Like,
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
James Sims.
So I mean, we're in agreement on the Browns for the most part. I think we're not in agreement on Baker. I mean, not that we ever
okay.
really have been.
Stefanski is a play action coach. If they can stay and play, they struggled without Nick Chubb. If they can establish a run with Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt, it opens up play action. If you get Baker in play action, he's not gonna make
saying,
mistakes.
Like if
Play
they,
action is so easy. RPO play action. If you're smart enough as a quarterback, you're throwing it to an open person. That's the point of the play.
I'm just like, I don't like the Brown. Like if they get down if they get down 17-0, it's GG. It's game over. Baker's not coming back and winning that game.
They just have to.
They're not ground and pounding down 17.
They have to have a defense that really fits them. And I mean, but we're saying the same thing about the Titans.
I know,
but I like the
that
Titans.
Was all
I like the
garbage
Titans more through the air. Like I like them more than.
It's because Tannehill's better than
better,
Baker.
and they have Adrian Brown, Corey Davis, Jonnu Smith. That's better than Austin Hooper, Jarvis Landry.
I mean, with Odell there, it's not. But I know what you mean.
But yeah, I honestly don't see Odell playing another game in Cleveland unless they make a deep playoff run.
I mean,
I'd say
he's going to be out all next year, I assume.
No, not all next year. I bet he's ready for camp. What was his injury?
Towards
Achilles?
ACL.
ACL, no. He just needs an off season. He got almost a whole year.
Probably won't be the same. I mean, he's already struggling.
ACL's
I don't know
what
ACL's
not as big. ACL's not as big as Achilles.
I mean, they're a fraud ass 9-3 without Odell, but they'll probably trade him. Like, what's Odell's value? I have no idea.
A second.
I would buy Odell at a second so hard.
Yeah.
If the Chiefs shipped a second for Odell.
Oh, the Chiefs. Let's just get all the weapons to the
Okay,
Chiefs.
you asked fucking Deshaun if Deshaun wants to ship a second for Odell. I'm pretty sure he'd do that.
Yeah.
Anyone would.
I would ship a second for Odell, but it's
and
also
you're a
like
Cowboys fan who has
Odell's
three good
all
receivers.
names. Like Odell hasn't been productive in a few years.
You're right, but I think we can.
But he also
he
has his games when he's like, that's Odell Beckham.
Yeah.
But it's just like it's not consistent.
Yeah. It's frustrating.
It's tough.
It's hard to if that's him, the system, Baker.
Stefanski's I mean, if you want him, he can't be Odell Beckham with drop back in the pocket, go deep with Eli Manning. He has to be Odell Beckham in the RPO play action game, running 10-yard slants.
I still believe in Odell. I don't know.
I do too. His abilities are next level.
And
I don't buy the locker room cancer thing as much as.
I mean, it's hard.
Not as much as like AB or.
Well, AB is a complete psycho.
Yeah.
But,
so I'm interested to see what happens with this team. Stefanski's up for Coach of the Year strictly because he's won 9 games in Cleveland. They're going to have a winning record.
But do Cleveland fans even believe in Cleveland? Like, does anyone consider them a contender?
I mean, I would say Cleveland fans, considering this is their first winning record since like 2004, I guarantee you they buy it. They're about to make the playoffs for the first time since 2002. I guarantee you they buy it. And they've gone through a bunch. So
we got to move on.
Yeah,
bro.
for sure. Bengals, Dolphins.
Yeah, Dolphins are pretenders, bro. They're big pretenders.
Okay.
They're just not like okay.
At halftime, if you would have asked me, I would have said that. But Tua really played well in the second half. He had a terrible first half. And I almost was saying bench him. And I've been hammering Tua. But Tua played really well in the second half. He's a competent quarterbajust
He's just too
young.
They
had Devontae Parker. I hate that take because young quarterbacks are doing a lot. He's just fitting in, and if you look at it, he's played like what 6 games, 7 games.
Yeah, and he hasn't really. I mean, it's not like he's like really boomed.
No, but
I think Herbert boomed immediately. Like we just haven't really seen that from Tua.
Herbert also has Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, Austin Eckler. Herbert has a decent amount of weapons.
Eckler's been out. Williams is overrated. Keenan's good, but
Keenan's insane. I think Keenan's so good.
Keenan is really good.
But this is another team. I don't know, but I mean, you got to give flowers to freaking Brian Flores.
No, dude.
I think either with Tua or with Fitzpatrick, however you slice it, the fact that we're calling them pretenders and not that they have a 4 wins,
top 10. Yeah,
that's impressive.
Yeah,
like the fact that their
roster is
they're in a
not
good spot.
Yeah.
They're not a great roster. They lost Mink Fitzpatrick, Laramie Tunsil. They own the draft for a few years.
Dude,
they're in a good spot. They got a second for Kenny Stills.
They got a.
They're not at all in
a
a bad
joke.
spot.
I can't believe that. But
also, do you see what happened with Isaiah Ford? Well, they got a 4th for Isaiah Ford. They traded him to the Patriots. The Patriots
are the worst.
Okay, the Patriots cut him, and then the Dolphins just signed him back. So they basically got a free 4th-round pick.
And 4th is valuable too.
Yeah,
it's not like that's no value.
That's a decent value pick. So I thought that was pretty awesome. I'm excited to see what they do. I'm kind of agreement. Remember, we had talked about potentially them having a better record, the Bills going in the last 3 games, but the Bills have just played out of their mind.
Yeah, Josh Allen's turned it up.
Yeah.
Respect.
So yeah, I'd like to see what happens with this team, but
I just don't think they're on the same level as those other AFC teams fighting to get in. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think they're as good as the Raiders. I don't think they're not as good as the Ravens. I mean, we can agree on that. Like, those teams fighting to get in.
They're not as good as the Ravens. But they have a kind of a gauntlet coming up.
They play the Chiefs.
Yeah, they have a gauntlet coming up. So I'm interested to see what happens. They're not beating the Chiefs.
No.
But I'm interested to see what happens coming up. I'm excited about that team at least for the future. Having a lot of draft
Super
picks,
fun team.
hoping
no
that
matter
Tua
what,
continues to play well.
Yeah.
And that second half showed me a lot. All right, Vikings-Jags, 27-24 Jags. Who knew this would be a thriller? But I just want to. You gave me my flowers early. Want to give you yours. Vikings have a better record than the Bears. There you go. You said it. You almost said it in jest. You almost said it in jest when I was like, "Will the Vikings have a better record?" You were like, "Yeah." So now they do. The Bears freaking stink. My first backup team sucks. They're done.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
And I don't necessarily think the Vikings are that great. I mean, showed by this game.
The only reason they're not great is that their quarterback commits to being average.
Oh, I mean, Kirk Cousins is there a more average quarterback in the NFL than Kirk Cousins? He's right in that average.
And, dude, Justin Jefferson is one of the best rookie receivers we've seen.
No. It's time to start talking about him as like a top 15 receiver right now.
Dude,
I'm being dead serious.
What a big miss by the Eagles. And even if
Rager's good, even if Rager is good, he's not as good as Jefferson.
Jefferson's crazy.
Dude, Jefferson is.
He probably has more yards. He's doing way better than he was in college. He's putting up Randy Moss numbers.
If you look me in my face and say he's damn near better than Adam Thielen right now,
the only thing I would say is that him in comparison to Jalen Rager is he's across from Thielen. That doesn't hurt. That's never going to hurt.
It's not going to hurt, but you also can use your eyes and be like, "Holy shit!"
For
Jefferson
sure. But it's going to limit.
It's
going to limit his targets. But at the same time, it's going to be like he's going to one of those guys going to be in single coverage.
The Eagles, dude, they drafted J.J. Arcega-Whiteside over DK. They drafted Rager over Jefferson. I mean, everyone
wins. Dak went in like the third. Fourth.
I can't go with the Wentz slander, bro. I'm not when you talk about drafting him. He damn near won an MVP.
Yeah, now he sucks. Trubisky.
He sucks.
People were hammering Trubisky.
You see, they said that they think that the draft or them drafting Hurts is like the downfall of Wentz. Like that just destroyed his confidence, and that's to me.
Well, don't be a.
To me, the biggest thing is like that is just like no killer instinct.
Yeah, you're never.
You look at what
the
Rodgers is doing. I mean, they just drafted Jordan Love. No one's talking about Jordan Love. Rodgers is having a career year with Allen Lazard and Devontae.
And I mean, on a lesser scale, Alex Smith. They drafted Mahomes. He wouldn't throw it. They drafted Mahomes at 10.
Yeah,
he wouldn't throw
moved
a
up
party.
For him.
Yeah,
big 17 spots.
And he is having the first 10 games having an MVP.
It's a little different because Smith was older, and I mean
older, and he's the same draft class as Rodgers, but
Wentz
it's not.
They just
good.
Extended Wentz and then went and drafted.
It's very different.
I texted you right when that happened. I was like, that is the weirdest pick I've ever seen.
Well, because.
And maybe we don't know.
I want him to fall like Cowboys.
It's hard to tell if Wentz would be this bad if Hurts wasn't there, but I mean, it makes sense that that would just destroy his confidence.
Like you just said, if that is why, then good that they're getting rid of him because who wants a quarterback that's really going to like bow down to that? You know what I mean? Like if that ruins your confidence, you don't have confidence to start.
We're not even talking about the Eagles right now, but like, what do you do with Wentz? Like, what do you do?
Okay, let's talk about it. We'll talk the Eagles. We'll do that.
We'll skip the Eagles.
No. Okay, yeah, we can real quick.
Let's do it.
Eagles, Packers. I'm so happy about Jalen Hurts. Dude,
finally? What the hell have they been waiting for?
Remember when you made fun of me for being like, I like the stories and football and stuff? Like, I like sports stories. I'm a big stories guy. I like stories. Jalen Hurts gets benched at halftime. Great teammate. No pity party. Goes and wins at Oklahoma, which I hate Oklahoma with a passion. Preston Greenwood, I hate Oklahoma so much. And I was mad when he went there. But I love Jalen Hurts. Killer instinct. He always says the right thing.
He's a winner.
He's a good teammate.
Hurts
he's a winner. Yeah,
That's literally the one word I would use to describe him.
He lost like what 4 college games at 2 of the best universities ever.
Yeah, he's a winner.
Yeah, he's a winner. And he just has a different mindset. So I'm excited to see him play. I thought he showed me things. I thought he could have played so much worse. That 4th and 18 pass was on a dot. Like,
dude, he outplayed Wentz.
And just the fact that
he outplayed Wentz.
The fact that I would compare him more to Taysom Hill than somebody like Kyler.
Fire comp right there. Jalen Hurts, Taysom Hill.
He's bulkier, not as fast, similar. And you're running more of a quarterback power if you're sweeping out, other than like.
But in today's
scrambling.
NFL, it works.
Yeah,
it works.
He picked up like 3 first downs on the ground, and that just opens up your offense. Okay. I'm just excited. I just want to see him play.
This previous offseason, they extended Wentz 4 years, $100+ million, enormous contract, enormous. If he doesn't play, if they cut him, trade him, empty, like dead cap, $53 million.
It's different
on
if
the
they
Eagles.
trade him.
No, I'm okay. No,
It's
you
if they
know what
cut
I'm-
him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
$53 million if he's not on the roster.
Okay, but I think they can get out of it decently easily. They're just going to lose. I mean, he's worth a third or fourth round pick.
I think someone.
He's not worth a first.
No, he's not worth a first because you're gonna
Just strictly because of his contract.
the contract hurts big, but I mean, if someone like maybe Steelers, Saints throw in a late 2 for him, and if he has any sort of that confidence that he showed, because he was an elite quarterback for a while.
But Saints have no chance. Saints are
Well, then the contract, that won't
Saints
work
are
with the
$90
Saints.
million over the cap next year already.
Yeah, Bucks. I mean, there are some very intriguing teams that would work.
Bears.
Oh my
Bears
God.
just pick up another contract.
Lord help Carson Wentz if he goes to the freaking Bears, bro.
Lord help the Bears. They're gonna have
Yeah.
25 mil on Nick Foles and 40 on Carson Wentz a year.
Dude. Because now you got Wentz, you got Darnold, you got Haskins. So you got some young quarterbacks that are very talented for some of these teams with older quarterbacks to choose from. Colts, Steelers, Bucks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
and a lot of people are saying Colts because he was really successful with Frank Reich. That's when they won the Super Bowl. But it's like,
I wouldn't mind Wentz with the.
but it's
Colts.
like, are you gonna give him that much money when they could? I mean, Matthew Stafford's
Phillips got to
cheaper.
go. He's gonna be better than Phillip. Phillips sucks. I mean, you got the best protection in the league
Philip
in
doesn't suck.
Indianapolis.
Phillips,
Phillip
he's
is bad.
average.
Phillip is worse than Kirk Cousins, who he said was average.
Okay, he's worse than Kirk Cousins, but he's gonna do more for that team.
I mean, the best protection in the league is in Indianapolis. If Wentz goes there, you can get his confidence up. Some young weapons. I like that fit. Like that's for example, maybe Darnold
I
in
think
Pittsburgh.
he's
We
broken,
discussed
dude.
that.
I think he's
He
broken.
also that's the risk
I
of
think
like
he's
sending any sort of
broken.
capital at all is he might just completely suck. Because like I mean he obviously is the worst quarterback I've ever seen right now, but like this regression is insane. Like
Yeah.
this is unheard of.
I'm just happy to see Jalen Hurts get a shot. And I mean, Wentz is being cool about it. There's no other way to handle it. You kind of have to be cool about it because he can't be like, I should be the starter because obviously he's proven that he shouldn't.
He shouldn't.
I want to see Jalen win the job. I just love Jalen. He's just a
winner. Yeah.
I want to see him win the job. And I hate the Eagles because freaking NFCs, but we'll see. God, dude, Wentz isn't there. He's in such a bad spot.
Absolutely
And
wild.
He's being slandered 10
situation.
times more just because of what he's getting paid. Like, if he wouldn't have signed that contract, he would be free to go this year. They'd find somewhere for
Yeah.
him to play. He'd probably get, like, $15 million a year. But the
Kind of
fact
like
he's
Darnold.
making,
no one slanders Darnold. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's just
they're
like, you're
he's in a
shitty
bad situation. Well, Carson Wentz in a terrible situation, too.
Yeah.
Let's not even get into that. But
Yeah.
their line, no receivers, haven't been good at drafting. Doug Peterson
Awful
looks
at
incompetent.
drafting.
They're-
Awful.
Dude, to give Miles Sanders the ball 6 times a game, he's averaging 7 yards a carry. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, at least hand him the ball in the first half.
It's not great, yeah.
Yeah, and Miles Sanders is not bad.
I mean, you're throwing to
Not bad.
Greg Ward, Travis Fulgham, and I think Alshon might be
Alshon's
back.
been playing. Alshon's first catch of the season, I think, was Jalen threw it to him.
Yeah.
Rager.
Rager's, I mean, yeah, to be determined. I mean,
He hasn't played enough games, so we can't make a
Yeah.
fair comparison on him. But not a great situation for them. Not a great situation for Carson Wentz. I'm very interested to see what happens there. We're going to jump to Raiders-Jets, 31-28 Raiders.
disgusting.
Disgrace. Rest in peace, and shout out to Dr. Heat, Greg Williams.
I'm just completely convinced this is
Zero
a tank
blitz.
job. It had to be a
I
tank
don't
job.
think it was a tank. I think it was Greg Williams didn't want to go down with the sinking ship.
I know it wasn't, and like he wouldn't just actively try and lose like mid NFL, just like
Especially because he
But
might not get another job
that's
after that.
dude. It's completely unheard of that you just send like
Okay,
outrageous
but they
pressure.
literally call him Dr. Heat because he loves to sit pressure.
Not on a Hail Mary,
Zero
bro.
blitz with
You
a
send
rookie,
three
rookie
guys.
receiver against the fastest player on the field.
Just burned him for the easiest touchdown I've ever seen.
And before that, they had Aguilar wide open, and,
So
and
bad.
Carr missed him.
Like what even? I mean, it's a blessing for the Jets. I believe the Jets would have still been picking first, but it makes it
But
interesting.
also the Jags game was in overtime at that point.
Yeah.
It was the witching hour. I was watching Red Zone. They had the witching hour, and it was
Yeah.
like all these games were going down the wire. But I will say, there's a video on Twitter. It's like Greg Williams. They're like, "What's your favorite play ever?" And he goes, "Zero blitz, just all the pressure." Just exactly what they did.
Okay.
Wild though.
But Have you seen the recent? I'm not buying it personally. That Trevor Lawrence could stay in college. Like, it's legit. That said that 3 GMs that are scratching him because they don't think he'll come out. That would be insane.
Scratch him, but
no, can you imagine what a wild card that would be? Because now, if you're the Jets, is Fields?
Yeah,
I've seen a lot of people saying that like they wouldn't take Fields over Darnold. They'd trade back and then build a team around Darnold. But you're in a risky spot because then the Jags don't get their QB.
dude.
The Jets are probably reaching on Fields when he's maybe better than Darnold because Lawrence is in a separate field or like tier than Fields in my opinion.
With that.
I know you don't feel the same way, but I
think they're in the same tier. I think you can't go wrong with either of them because I think one of them is, let's call him Russell Wilson, and the other one is the second coming of like Andrew Luck, Peyton Manning, 6'7", rocket arm, still pretty mobile.
High praise for both of them.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
That's how they're being scouted.
Yeah, like
they're
like
bona fide 1 and 2.
Comps.
They're going to go 1 and 2. There's no way they don't.
Fields has more scrambling ability, still has a rocket arm for who he is. I mean, he's insanely accurate. But Trevor Lawrence is the prototypical tall white guy NFL quarterback, but Justin Fields is more of that new era, but also is a pro pocket passer.
But just imagine the domino effect that would go down. The Jets take Fields, the Jags are sitting there, have no idea what to do. Like, what do? They got to trade down.
Or they roll
roll with Minshew. They roll the dice on Wilson, Zach Wilson.
Yeah, you can't take him that high.
Hell no, you can't take him that high.
You can't even take Trey Lance is so hard to scout now
or
because
Lance,
he didn't play a season.
You're taking Lance second overall.
Played one game.
No way. So now the Jags are sitting there with the most meaningless.
I don't think there's a chance Trevor Lawrence stays in college. You got to get your
that
money
would be
when you can
a
get it.
wild
Also, he already
development.
graduated. Like he graduated in 3 years.
But for some reason, it's a real thing. Like some people truly believe it.
I would say it's more likely that he pulls the John Elway, Eli Manning. Like,
and just says,
I'm
not playing for
your team.
New York.
Because if he does that, he's going to get traded. But they're going to get everything for him.
Dude, if something happens and the Jets decide their best move is to just trade out of the 1, someone's given 3 firsts to move up. 3 for Lawrence.
If Trevor Lawrence is there, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
And that
the
could
haul
be
would be
any
insane.
Team. It's definitely something to look out for. I don't think it's going to happen, but we got to watch out for it. Anything can happen. 2020. Colts Texans. 26-20 Colts. I'm actually excited about the Colts as a playoff team.
You're buying them?
I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm buying them, but like they're easy to hate, and then they play pretty well. Like
they're easy to hate.
They have a great defense. DeForest Buckner's still got every drop of it. He looks great. When they have him in the interior, they're a lot better. They have a lot better run defense. They have
such a weird
Darius team. Leonard, freaking old ass man from the Chiefs, is playing well.
Houston?
Yeah, Justin.
Yeah, we all thought he was washed. He had 10 sacks a year.
He had like 2 sacks yesterday or a week ago, whenever that game was. And Phillip Rivers, I'm not saying he's Jesus, but he's doing enough to win games. My biggest gripe against them has been they have not gotten T.Y. Hilton involved. T.Y. Hilton's not bad. He just hadn't been involved.
So,
he had a great game against the Texans.
The Colts, I think, are they
Pittman's on the rise.
Are they the 6 right now?
What's their record?
It's good.
I think they have
they're
3
the
losses.
6.
I think they're 9-3 now.
I think they're not 9-3.
They're worse or better?
Worse. They're not better.
Hold
I think it's 8-4, 7-5 around there.
They're 8-4.
Yeah. So they're probably
and they're playing the Raiders this week.
Look up the standings.
Standings, okay.
Playoffs. I'm pretty sure that they're the 6 currently, which would have them going to.
Currently, they would be in the AFC. They would be the 7. The Raiders.
They're the 7.
Wouldn't. They're bringing 8 teams, so the Raiders would sneak in.
It's 17
Ravens
playoff.
are out.
17 playoff.
17 playoff. So they sneak in. So they would have to play the Steelers.
They're getting crushed. Actually,
no.
Hear me
The
out.
Steelers would have a bye.
The Steelers have a bye, so they're playing
Kansas City.
They're playing Kansas City. Okay, they're getting crushed. There you go. And so, it's just one of those things. I think with a matchup they could win. I'd take them. I think with them, maybe if they had to play Tennessee first round, that would be interesting in division. But overall, I probably don't see them winning a game in the playoffs. They could, though. It's a sneaky team, like we've said in the past.
I just think if stuff starts clicking at the right time, you never know. And I mean, you throw them dadgummits around, you never know what's going to happen there. All right. Quickly, Rams, Cardinals, 38-28 Rams. I'm very disappointed in the Cardinals right now. I was so excited about them.
I know.
Cliff Kingsbury's looking slightly fraudulent.
He's not a fraud, dude. Okay. The thing of, I think Kyler Murray, and this sucks to say, he might be a little overrated. And I think Lamar gets all this heat for not playing well, and then Kyler will go produce a similar stat line with better weapons in a better situation. Okay. And it's just but it's Kyler's a top 5 quarterback.
The only reason
Lamar
I dispute that is that Lamar won the MVP last year, and Kyler won
there's certainly
2 games.
An expectation change, but people treat Kyler like he's untouchable when in reality he's not been
and he has
playing
insane.
well.
We can all agree. He has a good backfield. Kenyon and Edmonds is both good. Larry Fitzgerald didn't play last game, which, I mean, he's a wily vet. Like, he adds a lot of value to their team. But him, D-Hop, Andy Isabella is a deep threat, and then they still have what's his face?
Kirk?
Yeah, Christian Kirk's not bad.
No,
I mean, that's a decent receiving core.
Not bad. Yeah.
They got So, I'm a little bit disappointed in this team right now.
Dude, but it's exactly what we were talking about. Of the Cardinals are now 6-6, but at the same time, them versus the Saints on a neutral field, that's a 1-possession game.
Yeah, if the Saints are 2 seed, 7 seed Cardinals, I'd love to see it.
Banger.
But I mean, we're getting to the point where it's like they just keep. And if
they need to win.
if you take out the Hail Mary, they're 0-5 in the last 5. They've lost 4 of the last 5. Tough. So
it is,
we got to keep an eye on that. The Rams look legit, man.
But this is like an every other thing with the Rams.
Every other week.
It's
what have you done for me lately?
The Rams are legit and can make a run, and then it's the Rams
the only
actually
way I would
are
not
frauds.
Okay, but they lost to the Niners, and they always lose to the Niners. Because
the Niners aren't bad.
It's also just because Kyle Shanahan and they came up in the same system, and they know each other too well. And McVay. They both coach for the
NFC West is just I have no idea who's ever gonna win. Because I'm sorry,
Seahawks lost to the Giants. Let's move on to that. Yeah, Giants Seahawks.
Yeah, let's do
that. So we're talking NFC West. 17-12 Giants. The Giants lose to Colt McCoy.
Now I'm gonna. You mean the Seahawks lose to Colt McCoy?
Yeah, Seahawks lose to Colt McCoy. The Giants win with Colt McCoy.
The Giants can win a playoff game.
I agree.
They can do it, especially with the NFC being as weird as it is. And I don't know if the Seahawks are frauds. I don't think I'm ready to call them frauds. Because Russ is still Russ. I think they're contenders. I wouldn't be shocked if they came out of the NFC.
Yeah, me neither.
The defense is terrible, though, so it's probably not going to happen. But the Giants can definitely win a game in the playoffs.
Dude, Joe Judge is a good coach.
Dude, yeah.
Joe Judge is a good coach.
Yeah.
Just the fact that he's gotten them to play the way they're playing. Because I mean, their best... Sterling Shepard's not really that good anymore. They have Slayton. Wayne Gallman's been playing really good. Their defense has been playing decent.
You can almost tell when a young team is going to be good soon. We saw it last year with the Cardinals. We saw it last year with the Dolphins. The Giants are going to be a good team.
Yeah, they had
Washington football team is going to be a good team.
Washington football team just has to find a QB. But and they won too many games this year.
You know what I'm saying? The culture's there. The foundation is there, which is important.
You
look at the Eagles,
you knew Ron Rivera was going to bring good culture.
Yeah, that's what he does.
His problem in Carolina was not his culture.
No.
But there was so many questions about Joe Judge. He's worked for Saban and for Bill Belichick, special teams coordinator, and he looks great. And they want to play for him. Young team, I'm still believing Daniel Jones. You get Daniel Jones and Saquon back next year, that's a 9-7, 10-6 team.
I'd like to see him. I mean, they could shore up that O-line a little bit, or else Saquon's going to get killed and Danny's going to keep fumbling. But the defense is really good. The weapons are underrated. Shepard's fine. Slayton's fine. Evan Ingram,
when he's healthy,
people slander him, but he's a good weapon.
He's just inconsistent as hell. But... Man, I really we're in agreement. We like what we see them building, and the Seahawks are a toss-up. We got to move on. Pats, Chargers. Cam Newton, 69 pass yards, 45-0 Pats.
The only thing said Chargers completely lost fraud. Lynn's got to go. The team
that's a broken record at this point.
Is completely broken. And also, Cam Newton sucks ass. He sucks. No. In all seriousness, Cam Newton is a brutal quarterback. 45 points, damn near more points than yards. Damn near. This dude is not a quarterback. We talk about, he is I'm going to keep lowering it, a bottom 3 starting quarterback. Give me Mike Glennon over Cam Newton. Mark it down. Give me Glennon. Give me
What
Luton.
about Kendall Hinton?
Hinton, I'd take Cam, but they're. I'm sure Hinton is probably damn near as good of a passer as Cam Newton.
Kendall Hinton. Yeah, man. I don't know how you can celebrate too hard if you're Cam, but honestly, in this game, give him credit in this game because they did what they needed to win.
No,
and they did not need. They could run the ball down the throat. It's all they needed to do, and they weren't going to lose.
The Chargers are ass, bro. They're so ass.
I said it this weekend.
They're so bad.
The Chargers have a top 10 roster.
Top 3.
Yeah, I said top 5, top 10.
It's top 3.
Their roster, like their weapons.
No.
their
And it's not like usually when a team is this bad, it's like okay, the roster is really good.
like the Jags,
but they don't have a quarterback. Like that's what it usually is. They have what's been playing like a top 8 quarterback. Not this game. It's the only game we've seen him not look like
one game
superhuman.
He's been looking so good,
and they just get destroyed by a below average.
But okay,
team.
but also
they
Anthony
don't win.
Lynn last week. He said, "Yeah, we're not making the playoffs while they were still mathematically not eliminated yet." He said, "We're not making the playoffs. Let's prepare for next season." So they're done playing for him. I would say it's more of a culture issue than a team issue at this point.
No, it's a culture issue.
Yeah,
100%. That's why I'm saying like if the Chargers bring in somebody that'll get those guys fired up and they'll go play. Chargers, you tell me they're going 12-4 next year, I'm buying it.
Yeah,
I'm not saying
Dude,
it's
their
impossible.
roster's insane. If
they got the 4th overall pick,
what if they go?
What if they go add Jamar Chase 4th overall? They're running out Jamar Chase, Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, Hunter Henry.
Or like Devontae Smith.
Some kind of weapon for Herbert.
Yeah, Waddle.
That team just gets more loaded. Waddle's another one, dude. You could add
the secondary.
The secondary, you could add a lineman for Herbert so he doesn't die like Burrow, but
which hasn't really been as much of a problem.
No, not as much for Herbert, but dude, like the Chargers are an impossible evaluation. I would have. I don't know what the line is in this game. I'm not going to pretend like I did know. I would have put money on the Chargers, and they lost 45-0.
Yeah, it's wild.
45-0.
All right, Chiefs Broncos 22-16. Chiefs. I have a couple things to say before you talk.
Okay.
The Chiefs. People are going to be like, this game was too close, and I'm not a Chiefs apologist. I'm not really a Chiefs fan. I love when the Chiefs win. Fun to party, but the Chiefs. It was a divisional game. It's going to be close. Vic Fangio is an insanely good defensive coach. He's a shitty head coach. Number 2, the Chiefs have proved to me week in, week out, they can do it through the air. They can do it on the ground. They can do a good mixture of both. Their defense is good enough. They're going to do enough to win damn near every game. They're going to barely do enough to win. And this year has not been we're going to win by 20, 30 like they've been.
No, okay.
And they don't need to throw for 500 yards.
No.
And Clyde didn't play. Lev is not even close to what he was. Not that we were expecting him to be.
Yeah.
But I think he had 4 yards to carry. That's good enough. But, they're going to do enough to win. It's a divisional game. Vic Fangio's a defensive coach. I'm not super upset about it.
So, I think people on Twitter were really up in arms because people were slandering the hell out of the Steelers. And this is before the Steelers went on to lose to Washington, about how they barely beat Dallas and they just haven't looked good. You know what I'm saying? Like the eye test with the Steelers.
Yeah.
And people were saying, the Chiefs don't get any sort of hate or whatever, and they beat the shitty-ass Broncos by 6 at home. The difference is we have seen what happens when the Chiefs flip the switch. It is unlike anything that anyone else can offer in the NFL. That first quarter against the Buccaneers, are you kidding me?
Yeah, dude. I just don't see them. They're just good.
They're so damn good.
They're gonna be fine.
And this game, it's just coming off a big win on the road against Tampa. You had Denver at home. They weren't gonna lose. I never thought they were gonna lose. I don't know. I'm not worried. I'm not worried
plus
about it
200 to win the Super Bowl.
It's unreal
they're
odds.
Insane.
It's like I said, I'm not worried about it. They play the Dolphins and then the Saints and then I think Falcons, and then they ended off with some other NFC team. They might lose 1, 2 at most more.
The Broncos aren't in a good spot.
Time is running out for Drew Lock. Flipping the switch to the Broncos.
We've been saying this. But freaking John Elway got to go.
No, but he was bad, bro. He threw 2 picks to Ty Matthews. A lot of terrible throws.
Bad. Yeah, 2 picks to a save.
It sucks because he hasn't had all the weapons that they drafted to put around him. Or I guess they have Judy, who he targeted once. Hamler.
But
Sutton's
Sutton's
out. Yeah,
good.
I mean Sutton's really good. So
But then he also has Philip Lindsay, Melvin Gordon
I'm gonna guess they run Locke back out there next year
with a new coach or what?
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, Vic Fangio, he's such a good defensive coach. His defense has been playing well.
The Broncos D is fine. It's
Yeah,
not
like
the problem.
they kept him in that game against the Saints when they had Kendall Hinton playing. Like,
Yeah.
they're serviceable, but it's just like I don't even see it, dude.
It's just
And I'm a big Drew
he's-
Lock guy.
No,
but
I thought he was going to be really good, and he's been just really bad. Simple as that.
I don't know. They're also in the market, I would say, for one of those.
Darnold,
Stafford, Darnold,
Wentz.
Yeah, I wouldn't say they're going to give Wentz the money, but
No, but I mean,
you
you know what we're saying.
LA signing
Bring
Joe Flacco and saying he's in his prime.
Bringing in some sort of competition to maybe get the best out of Drew Lock or everything.
Yeah.
you know you're going to get out of it.
Yeah, man, I don't know. And they're just in the hardest division in freaking football.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
not the hardest division, but the most. They're
I mean, it's probably
it's hard, but I'm just saying there's the best teams in there. The
Competitive.
best team for the next 5 years. It's going to be hard to win that division.
there. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Washington football team, Steelers.
Yeah.
I'm not even like a what the hell. I think it's a good. The Steelers were barely undefeated, winning ugly, like the Packers were doing last year. It's not a big deal.
No, this is something that needed to happen for the Steelers, and I hate how much people are hating on them because the Steelers are a damn good football team. I still think they're
My
a
only
top.
problem is they're just so one-dimensional. They have to throw the ball. Big Ben throwing the ball 50 times a game. They have no running game.
I think that
Zero.
they're a really, really good football team. With that being said, I could see them getting in some trouble in the playoffs.
Yeah,
Early.
Agreed.
I think that, like we kind of saw last year of Kansas City getting down and then being able to just destroy everyone. Basically, I worry about that with the Steelers.
All right, the only thing I'll say on this one.
But the D is still elite. The
Yeah.
receivers are elite.
The D is elite. They've also lost like 3 of their biggest players on the D.
Yeah.
So
Bud
that's going to be
Dupree.
tough. But the one thing I want to say about this game, F all the Chiefs fans, the Chiefs account, all the fan accounts on Twitter, every Chiefs fan being like, oh, Alex Smith is our hero. You were so glad to see him shipped out of there. I don't want to hear that he's
People
your hero.
hated Alex
After
Smith.
he went, check down God. Now he wins one game against a good team. You're like, oh, we love you. We claim you. You could not wait to see Patrick Mahomes in there. I don't want to hear it. Patty Mahomes, he's obviously going to be the best ever in my opinion, but
He's just damn near on his way right now.
yeah, but don't claim Alex Smith. F that. That being said,
What a goat, though.
As
What
not
a goat.
Yeah, people are like, at least he's coming back. Like he's not going to play. He's going to be a great backup, great vet. At least he's coming back. But he has played a ton. Buddy has
And
won a
he's
few
been
games.
decent. He's been decent.
He's been good.
What are the chances?
That team with Gibson's good, dude.
Is there any chance that Smith is the starter next year?
The only chance I would say is if they draft a guy like Trey Lance or
I think Trey
little
Lance
white
is the
boy
guy.
from BYU and like set him back there.
I think they take Trey Lance.
Because what, they're going to be picking what, like 15, 16?
Unless I don't think they'll be picking that low. It'll probably be 10 to 12. They're at 11 right now.
But if they'd be in the playoffs, they have to be like,
dude, that is a
16.
massive stretch for them to get in the playoffs.
It's not a stretch though because it's
They're
them with
5
the
and 7.
Giants. But it's them with the Giants. One of
Oh
them
well,
has to
I
get
mean,
in.
one of them. Yeah,
One of them
you're
has
right.
to get
One of
in.
them's gonna get
Yeah.
in. Yeah, you're right.
So
I guess I just assumed the Giants were gonna get in. That's unfair.
no,
The
no,
football
it's
team
one
could
of
get
them
in.
because the
Yeah.
Giants don't have an easy schedule. The Giants
No.
play the Browns next week.
Yeah,
Best team in football, but it's gonna be tough.
Giants will play the Browns. Browns play the Ravens.
Oh yeah, the Giants play the Browns a week after that because
Yeah.
they stretched the Cowboys out of prime time. Thank
Yeah.
God.
Jesus,
all right,
yeah.
Bills, Niners. Vegas had the Niners. What the hell?
Okay, no,
Josh
no.
Allen's playing good.
I saw that. What was that? Why?
I think after the Niners beat the Rams, everyone
we
was just
missing something?
Sucking off the no.
It was Nick Mullins against
Yeah.
the Bills. There
But
was no chance they were going to win that game.
I think people thought the Niners defense would step up a bit more because the Bills defense
That
is
was-
not near what it was last year. The
that was
Bills
one of
defense
the-
has not been playing
I
great.
mean, that was a damn near pick'em game.
Yeah,
like-
I wouldn't say it was pick 'em. I had the Bills by 1,000,000. I love the Bills.
Dude, but they're way better than the
Yeah,
Niners. They're
and-
way better than the Niners.
And Josh Allen's playing really well at the right
Lurking
time.
in the
It's
MVP
good.
race. Lurking. Behind Mahomes and Rodgers.
I don't know if
one
he
of
could be
them's going to
lurking
win
right
it.
now.
But he's lurking. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
he's probably a distant third
'Cause-
because Russ has fallen off.
Kyler's falling off.
And Kyler. Josh Allen's probably lurking in third. I guess maybe you could throw Dalvin in there or Henry if you wanted to, but
No.
They're not. It doesn't
They're not
matter.
gonna win
Pretty
it.
much after Mahomes and Rodgers. It
The
doesn't
last
matter.
running back to win it was Adrian Peterson when he came back from an ACL and almost
It's
broke
the best QB
the
award.
record.
Yeah.
Okay. Last game, Cowboys Ravens. I have not watched a Cowboys game since week 5.
I don't blame you.
I cannot
That's
watch
dog
them.
shit football. I would call you a fake fan, but that's an actually brutal team. So
Oh, it's
I would
brutal to
watch
watch.
it if it was my team, but I would not like myself while I was watching it.
And I'm like, I'm not going to cheer for him because I want him to get a good pick.
They need to,
I want
they
him to
need
stay with 3
lose.
wins.
They need to get
And then
a
I want
top
them to-
3 pick.
yeah,
they
they
won't,
need-
but they
God,
they
dude,
need.
I'm so frustrated by them.
Who do you-
I
what's
think
the ideal
McCarthy
selection?
sucks. I'm back on the hater McCarthy. I unapologize to him. That team sucks. I unapologize.
What's
to
the
McCarthy.
ideal selection? Say I think
ideal
right
selection?
now they're picking 4th. I think
4th or 5th? The ideal selection, in my opinion, would be trade back and get like
just
2 or 3
slew.
1s, maybe 2 1s and a 2.
Holy shit! How far are you trading back?
We don't need. I mean, we need a couple corners.
They should. I think they should.
secondary.
They should definitely trade back, try and get a future 1, maybe get a 2 this year, or an early 3 or something, and just.
I just say
in
draft all
in
secondary
all
players and a
seriousness,
few
if
alignment.
Dak comes back and is good next year, it's still going to be a good team.
Yeah,
like they
but-
should.
yeah, but
not with McCarthy, but
their
like,
O-line went from the best in the league to the freaking worst.
yeah, they got.
Everyone's hurt. Tyron Smith, they paid
Yeah.
La'el Collins. He's not playing. Travis Frederick retired. Zach Martin's on IR. They don't have anybody. I would draft O-line. I would draft secondary. I wouldn't touch anything.
Yeah.
Knowing Jerry Jones,
He'll
we're
probably
gonna
blow it up.
draft
A quarterback.
No, not. Knowing Jerry Jones, he's going to draft freaking Devontae Smith at 5. Just add another receiver.
I
Jerry
like it.
Jones plays freaking fantasy football. Think
Hey.
about the people he drafts. Zeke
Yeah.
trades for Amari, Michael Gallup in the second, CeeDee Lamb back-to-back years, and we're not getting squat for our defense.
That Zeke
and Van Der
contract's
Esch is
going
playing
to
like
destroy
crap.
you guys.
I
bro.
disagree. I think when Dak comes back, him and his best buddy are going to go on a rampage.
Dude, but Zeke, he's just been brutal. He's just been bad.
All right, let's talk MVP race real quick before we let Bryce in here.
I
He's
mean,
been
it's
sitting back
Mahomes
here
and
for-
Rodgers.
All right, it's Mahomes and Rodgers, Josh Allen lurking.
Yeah, we do. I mean, we talked about that already.
Yeah,
I
that's
think,
about it.
Yeah, I mean,
I think it's Mahomes is to lose.
right now it looks like Mahomes is to lose. I think he probably that game versus the Saints is going to be a big one. If he goes and puts up 450 and 4 touchdowns and then the Chiefs win, he's going to win MVP.
I'm honestly a little surprised that Big Ben's not in it as much. Just because Big Ben's throwing the ball 50 times a game.
The Steelers get way too much hate, bro. People act like they're a bunch of bums. I hate it. I hate
Yeah.
it so much.
So we'll see what happens there. Definitely something to look out for. Welcome back, Josh Allen. I'm a big Josh Allen guy.
Love Josh.
Josh Allen.
Cool.
And love that team. I mean, Cole Beasley and Steph Diggs. Their running backs are brutal though.
Zach Moss.
They
and
both
Singletary.
suck.
Yeah, they're not good either of them. I was high on Zach Moss. He's
Yeah,
not great. Singletary's
they
not good
both
either.
suck. No, they're both undersized and not good.
Moss is chunky. Not chunky. He's just like thick.
But not Clyde Edwards-Helaire thick. Just like
CEH is a little hamster, bro.
God, he's freaking fat gerbil.
He's not fat. He's just
He
like
looks fat. He looks like he's packing away some nuts in those cheeks.
he's definitely. God,
Not nuts like that. Like
Jesus.
peanuts. He's like he's sleeping away for the winter. But yeah, I don't understand those running backs. And their defense isn't as good as it used to be, but I'm excited
it's
to
not.
see what the Bills do.
It's still a good D though.
Still good.
Yeah.
And their offense has gotten so much better. Josh Allen has taken just such a massive leap. People wanted the Bills to add Cam Newton to compete with Josh Allen over the
Oh my
offseason.
God, dude, I have to be.
Josh Allen probably has a game that has more pass yards than Cam has all year.
I am 100% convinced that no one on this earth is lower on Cam Newton than I am. I think he's a scrub. I think he is probably a below average XFL
I think if they
quarterback.
finish,
He's god awful. If you just
I think
watch
if they
him,
win
bro,
out, I think if they win out, he's the starter
it's
next
impossible.
year.
That oh my good lord, if he's the starter there next year, he's out of the league next year. That was my hot take like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, I don't think he could accept being a backup, and I think that might be the only way. But I
his
think
ego's too big.
if they win, I saw a thing that was like, you can't wear those outfits and be the backup. Imagine the backup
What
showing
a
up
clown, bro.
looking like Sherlock Holmes.
No, he just needs to call it a career, bro. I mean, Cam was so dominant at his peak. I mean, he's fallen off so hard. He can't throw a football anymore. I don't know what happened to his shoulder.
Hey, he won 45-0 this week. Let's see what happens with them.
63 yards passing. But let's
69. 69. What a great number.
do it. Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to welcome to the pod future D1 athlete, JUCO basketball player. Our guy destroyed us on the court last night. Bryce Johnson, welcome.
Give him a round of applause.
He's about 6'12" in here. All right, see if you can hear us. Can you hear us? In the headset? Can you hear us? Are you serious? Can you hear us now? Don't
All right,
put the mic down,
all right.
I'm nuts. You don't have a mic right now. AB, you got to give him your mic.
Oh, okay.
You guys share. I have fake Corona. So I'm joined by our guy, Bryce Johnson. Went to high school with him. You know, still be hanging out on the regular. So tell us about like your story, what you got going on, what your plans are, where you're at, and just kind of like just tell us about that. Tell the people about that.
All right. Well, I mean, like he said, JUCO athlete. I'm at KCK right now.
You gotta talk like directly into the mic.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I'm at KCK right now, and I mean, I feel like it's the best spot. Like out of all the offers I had, like it was like my best decision. I'm happy with it. Like because I didn't want to like make a decision and like later I didn't want to like regret it and shit. And like,
Yeah.
I mean, I could have went here, did this. And I like it. I feel like the coaches are putting me in good position. But yeah, I'm just I'm improving every day.
Yeah, the JUCO grind's different.
Yes, it's different.
Yeah, so Bryce Johnson, my favorite high school basketball player last year. Man is literally 6'9", and how tall are you?
6'5".
I don't think you're 6'5".
KCK has me listed as 6'6", but I'm 6'5".
Yeah, I'm pretty sure in the football program last year I was listed like 6'5". I don't think it's ever right, but so what do you play? You play the 4? Play the 3?
The 3 and the 4. I mean, I feel like I can play the 2 to the 5, but
You just can't shoot.
I mean, yeah, I can, bro. I can.
He's always like, bro, college 3-point line.
Yeah, it's a difference.
It's farther.
It's like 2 feet, 3 feet behind. And
Yeah.
we'll see what happens when I step out there. Yeah.
What is it like coming back to Lawrence and playing people like us, pickup games? Because you don't even try. You're just dunking on us and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I don't dunk, but like,
Yo, you dunked like 3 times last night.
yeah, I be getting hacked. I be getting hacked. They think I'm
by me.
Yeah, they think I'm LeBron James. I'm not LeBron. I'm 6'5" and 195.
Yeah, I do continuously beat Bryce. I think he still owes me $5 for a shooting competition. We played 51. Didn't end well for him.
That was before I went to JUCO.
It was like, okay. But then we go to the rock when you're like, bro, the line's too close. No, you
Yeah,
just
I had
can't
to shoot
shoot.
back, bro.
As long as I shoot back, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm on break right now for a month.
And then when does your guys' season start?
January 20th. It's like 3 games a week. So
what's the conference you're playing in?
I mean, just
Do you just play different JUCOs around? Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought it was like the Jayhawk conference.
yeah,
Jayhawk
Mhm.
conference. Yeah. So yeah, you're playing against a bunch of different JUCO guys, and you're just trying to get a shot playing. What's your ideal situation going forward? Looking like mid-major, high D2, D1. Like, what are you looking to? What's your goal for yourself? Obviously, it's probably like as high as possible, right?
Yeah. Well, like, I mean, talking to my coaches, I always ask them, like, what level do they think I can play at? Like, because, like, I think I can play at the highest level, but, like, a coach that's actually played at that level, I'm like, always ask, like, Brady, I'm like, what level do you think? He says I can play mid-major. If I, like, just get a more consistent jump shot and, like, keep a high motor, then I can play high
Yeah,
level.
that's the key for you is jump shot. Because, like, I don't know squat about basketball, but, I mean, you're very serviceable down low and just keep the mid-range. Just big as shit. Big, little, skinny guy. You're looking like a Monty Bates. But, yeah, we're excited about your future. Excited to keep watching you. It's going to be fun when you do start playing. But we're going to do a little NBA talk with Bryce. AB doesn't know shit about the NBA, so me and Bryce and some of AB while he's snapping all the Lawrence girls are going to do some talking about the NBA here. So we're going to talk. Let's start talking about NBA rookies. We'll each three say who do you guys think is going to be the NBA rookie of the year?
I mean, in my opinion, I think LaMelo Ball. I mean, like, he's 6'7", PG. Hornets love him. Everyone on the team loves him. And he's just, like, a great facilitator for his teammates. But, yeah, we'll see. Because everyone thought about Lonzo, too. And Lonzo's, I mean,
I don't know. The key for LaMelo, I agree with you. Just because I'm not that high on Anthony Edwards, I agree with you. But LaMelo, if his jump shot is consistent, he's going to be fine. He's in a good situation. I think a decent situation, not a great situation, but a team where he's going to get the majority of the looks. AB, what do you think?
The sleeper has got to be Bol, but
Oh, yeah. Bobo did claim himself as a rookie.
He's got a chance. I think he's got a shot, but realistically, I think LaMelo's in that conversation. I've seen some people say Wiseman.
Wiseman didn't even report to camp. You see that? Wiseman didn't report to camp. What the hell is that about?
I'm not feeling.
Drafted.
I'm not feeling Wiseman on the Rookie of the Year. I think Anthony Edwards has a shot. Those are probably your three. I know it's a basic top three, but I think that's probably realistic.
Yeah. Yeah, Anthony Edwards definitely has a shot. I love that team. It's crazy they got such a high pick. I don't love the Anthony Edwards pick. I would have liked to see LaMelo at the 1, move D'Lo to the 2, keep Jarrett Culver 3, 4. Malik Beasley's that 5th starter, and then obviously you have Cat. I like that roster a lot, but I think their roster this year is looking like they got D'Lo at the 1 probably, Anthony Edwards at the 2, Jarrett Culver and Malik Beasley at the 3 and the 4, and then they have Cat at the 5 and not a lot of depth, but they got Ricky Rubio back, but I'm excited about that team. But yeah, NBA rookies definitely gonna be one to look out for. It's not the class it was last year, but we're obviously all watching LaMelo ball. All right, what are your favorite teams that are on the rise currently? Like a team that let's say a team that didn't make the playoffs last year that you think could boom.
What teams didn't make the playoffs last year? Like I don't.
Like I'm thinking like
it was like bubble.
I'm thinking like Pelicans, Hawks are in that conversation.
Mm-hmm.
The Timberwolves didn't make the playoffs, so they can be in that conversation. The Warriors, no, they're not in that conversation. I wouldn't say, but Hornets maybe if you want to say put them there. The Spurs don't really seem to be building anything, in my opinion. But those are the teams I would say like on the rise teams.
Like AB said, the Hawks, like they're a great young core. Trae Young, he's probably gonna be an all-star this year.
John Collins, Clint Capella,
Cam Reddish off the bench.
DeAndre, Hunter.
Huerter, yeah, whatever.
But then they also have Huerter. But they also have the dude from Virginia. DeAndre Hunter, and then they have they added Danilo Gallinari, Bogdanovich.
I think it's a solid team.
Chris Dunn, Rajon. Like that's a decent roster.
They have a good bench. Good starting 5.
Dog, you gotta like eat the mic. Like these mics are like you gotta eat the mic. Like you gotta talk like right in the middle of it. This shit's hard. But yeah, the Hawks, the Timberwolves.
Mm-hmm.
Timberwolves are gonna be fun.
Pelicans, obviously.
Pelicans basically Drew Holiday. They switched out Drew Holiday for Steve Adams and
man, that's gonna be Zion and Steven Adams. That's a strong dude.
Yeah, those might be the two. Zion even said in interviews like, "Yeah, Steve's stronger than me."
Oh my gosh,
that dude, his screens are crazy.
Double
but
screens
Lonzo's gonna get a lot of rebounds because Steve Adams got all his rebounds. One of the best box out bigs. I'm looking forward to seeing that team. Obviously, I expect them to be 5-6 seed. Like they have to have high expectations this year because Lonzo got drafted to a small market team. History would tell you got to start winning now. But yeah, that's our teams on the rise for sure. And then what are some teams we would say have the worst future?
I think the Cleveland Cavaliers. They're horrible.
They got Kevin Love making a bunch of money. They just signed Larry Nance to like.
They got Isaac Okoro. He shouldn't be. Colin Sexton.
They have Darius Garland, Vanderbilt, Colin Sexton.
Yeah, Colin Sexton's good.
They can't play together.
Okay, like they tried to play them together and didn't really work out.
They're a young team that just. I mean Kevin Love, obviously, but like he's going downhill in his career.
Yeah.
Going downhill.
Yeah. Ever since he left the Timberwolves, maybe his first year at Cleveland. But
his first, he put them over the top. They don't win that title with Wiggins, I wouldn't say. They needed him, but yeah, I would say that team's definitely in there. Another one like Sacramento. I think they missed on Marvin Bagley. I think they paid Buddy Hield way too much. I think.
At least they have De'Aaron.
Yeah, De'Aaron Fox.
I mean, yeah, but that's gonna be exciting for them. But they're a small market. Nobody's going there. Nobody's going to play in Sacramento. Like, what big names are they getting? They got Hassan Whiteside back. Congratulations, you're going to get no defense, 15 rebounds, and about 6 points on poor efficiency. Like, not getting squat for him. Like, that team just doesn't really excite me. And Aiden was talking about earlier, the Rockets don't have a great future unless they get the house for James Harden. They're gonna get the house. Okay, so let's talk about this. All right, Sixers. The talks for Harden is he wants to go to Brooklyn or the Sixers. So Brooklyn has the trading pieces. Brooklyn has
the Sixers. The Sixers said they weren't giving up Ben or Joel though, which makes it pretty hard.
I mean, it basically would have to be
everyone
Danny
else.
Green, Seth Curry, Tobias. Okay, but I kind of like the team. Ben, James, Joel. Okay, but yeah, if they don't give up Ben Simmons, I think it would be hilarious if Ben Simmons gets traded for James Harden, and then they have John Wall, Ben Simmons, 2-point guards that cannot shoot for shit.
I think on one side, I think Simmons and Harden playing off of each other is super intriguing, but at the same time, I think Harden and Embiid is an interesting fit because those are two guys who literally shoot the shit out of the ball. Like, I mean, they are going to shoot 30 shots a night.
Yeah.
Each.
I struggle with Ben Simmons because he's just, I mean, you can play him with a foot in the paint.
He's a weird player.
And he's going to get to the basket, but like the dude just cannot shoot. And
he refuses to.
He's never proven that he's gotten and people don't even think he's playing with the right hand. Like they think he should be a lefty. Like
that. I mean,
Ben Simmons is just so weird and like, I don't even know.
Some people think he's great, and some people think he's average.
Is he great? Because he's not like
No,
Braun came in with a poor jump shot, and Braun's jump shot's gotten better every year.
No, but he can't do the most important thing on the court, which is shoot. That's the most important thing on the floor, in my opinion, in most people's opinion, is shoot the ball.
Yeah,
and in today's game, and he can.
And he's gonna add, and he's gonna score 25 a night and be efficient, but he's also. It takes away a lot from their team because he's not that superstar. He's a star. He's not a superstar. He's just missing an element.
I would say I'm a better shooter than Ben Simmons.
Bryce Johnson's a better shooter than Ben Simmons.
Ethan and E-Sticky.
Oh, Ethan's a better shooter than
for sure better than Ben
NBA.
Simmons.
He doesn't miss.
Honestly, everyone in this room might be a better shooter than Ben Simmons.
I'm gonna take myself out of that conversation just because I just don't feel like that's necessary. Because I'm either making 7 out of 9 or I'm making 0.
And, well, Simmons is going to attempt 0, so.
I mean, I feel like
when it
comes to practice, though, like, he's hitting threes. But, like, in game, he just don't shoot him. Like, he's a liability out there.
Yeah, he just doesn't shoot them. I'm frustrated with that, but the Harden thing's that's gonna add a lot of intrigue because it seems like he's not real keen on playing with the Rockets this year. And then the Russ for Wall move was just so piss poor. They created two. I think it's one of those trades that both teams lose. They created 2 7-seed teams. You got Russ and Brad Beal, and then you got John Wall and probably Harden. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't love that move. Russ is not gonna win a ring. I don't think ever. He's not.
Definitely not.
He's okay to not win a ring.
He's not that type of like ring point guard. Like,
I mean,
he's worried about like personal accolades.
I think the word you're looking for is fraud. Like that is the word you're looking for. And Russell Westbrook probably gets too much disrespect, but
I mean, they just try to scapegoat him out of everything.
At everything,
he made Paul George so much better.
No, but the thing is,
he made
like,
Paul George a better player.
He's obviously good, but like that fit in Houston was just gross, and it just we knew it was going to be gross. On paper, it doesn't work. You know what I'm saying?
I want to backtrack real quick. A team that we didn't mention that's on the rise. I'm excited about is the Suns. Just real quick.
Ayton, Booker,
added Chris Paul,
Oubre's in Golden State now.
Added Chris Paul.
Chris Paul and Booker is really good. That's fun as hell.
And Ayton, and then they still have. I mean, they kept it quite a bit. McCall Bridges is playing good.
But I mean, like you talk about something that just like you look at it on paper and it just works. Like that's that backcourt of Chris Paul and Devin Booker. Like that
because
works.
Chris Paul and Harden didn't work. I mean, I wouldn't say it didn't work.
I would say it worked more than Russ.
But Chris
and
Paul's,
Harden.
in my opinion, Chris Paul is much different of a player than he was when he was first in Houston. He's pass first, point guard, not looking to score.
Yeah.
I mean,
the
narrative of Chris
put
Paul.
Up 30 a night. So.
Yeah, the narrative of Chris Paul completely shifted after OKC. He carried that damn OKC team. He made Shai a better player. He made Dennis Schroeder a better player. He made Steven Adams a better center. Like he upped the value of all those players and like honestly the whole franchise. But those are definitely the teams that are kind of on the rise right now. All right, anything else we want to talk about NBA wise?
I'm chilling.
All right, we're about to do a draft.
You said rating?
Jerseys. We're about to do a draft. So the City Edition jerseys came out last week.
Oh yeah, the NBA
The
top 50.
NBA top 50. I couldn't find much on that.
It was whack.
Yeah, like they releasing them in segments, but
Yeah, people were
really
slandering
hated it. There's just some bad lists there. Just
Lonzo was
some
above a lot of people.
the D'Angelo Russell slander right now is real. Yeah, Sabonis 50, Dinwiddie 49, Kemba Walker's below Dinwiddie, Victor Oladipo 47.
19.
He was at 19.
Yeah. Gordon Hayward at 45. Gordon Hayward
Zion
is
was
grossly
at 19.
Gordon Hayward is grossly overpaid.
Zion hasn't done anything.
DeMar's at 85. 82, yeah.
They had.
Draymond Green at 44.
They said Zion Williamson was the 19th best player in the NBA.
Hold on.
Like they're predicting he's gonna be a top 20 player.
Let's see.
I guess.
No,
that's,
this is
right
this
now.
year,
He's
right
probably
now.
not top 100.
19. Really? This says ranking best players 2020 to 2021 from 50 to 11.
Yeah, but there was if DeMar's 82, how does that fit? There's a different one.
No, it's just they just release them in segments. You can go players 100 to 51. Players 100 to 51. Joe Harris 100. Marcus Morris 99. Otto Porter 98.
Otto Porter.
Marcus Morris much more valuable than Otto Porter. Derek White 97. Marc Gasol, LaMarcus Aldridge 95. Jared Allen 94. Ricky Rubio 93.
We cannot go through all 100 of these, bro. I'm gonna be the one to say it. I mean, I'm speaking for our viewers here. That
I'm
is
speaking
just
for
ridiculous.
all of us. But this is
Some really
kind of
bad
abysmal.
ones.
Yeah, I don't. Let's see where DeMar is. DeMar's
DeMar's
at
80
82.
something. Yeah. It's too
John
low.
Wall's at 81.
Dennis Schroeder at 70. No, he's a good player.
Yeah. It's kind of messed up. All right, so we're gonna draft. The NBA came out with the City Edition jerseys, the new jerseys
Do you
for this
have
year.
your list? Okay.
They came out
Bryce.
with their new jerseys. Oh my God. Yeah,
It
when is it
always
not at
is,
1%?
yeah.
Hold on, let me give you a charger. Explain what we're doing.
All right, so NBA came out with their City Edition jerseys. We got some really, really good ones, some really bad ones.
Trash give all ones.
So, like we usually do, we usually draft 5. We have 3 people, so we're each gonna be picking 5 jerseys.
we're gonna pick half of them basically,
Yeah,
and half of them are good. I would say.
sure. Yeah.
Maybe less.
I mean,
All right.
how are we
if
gonna
it's-
decide? It's
If
gonna
it's
be me or
heads, it
you.
starts with you. If it's tails, it starts with me.
Brutal flip. Heads, it's me.
Heads, it's you. All right, you get first pick.
All right, first pick. Give me the Hornets. I think these are some
They're so
dirty,
smooth.
dirty ass
The
uniforms.
minty Hornets. They're so good.
Yeah, they're elite.
That's
Buzz
such a-
City. That's sick.
Buzz City, Devontae Graham. I tried to buy it.
Dude, that would
They
be a
sold out
dope ass
immediately.
jersey.
They sold it
The
immediately.
DT ones.
Yeah, I ended up buying the Philly one. Joel.
That was also my number one, but since he took it, I like Toronto. Like
Toronto,
the black and gold.
black and gold. It's pretty clean.
Sexy.
I don't have it up here, but it's pretty clean.
Sexy. It looks like the All-Star jerseys from like a couple years ago.
Yeah, whenever they played in Canada, it's
Yeah.
basically they're just going off that Drake, We the North vibe, but
Yeah.
they're definitely not bad. All right, my number one pick, easy, Phoenix Suns. Digital.
Those are
Those
dirty.
are so smooth.
Those are dirty.
If
bro.
Oob still played for the Suns, I would have gotten an Oob jersey.
You see his Instagram post? He had the jersey on and they got traded.
Yeah, they traded him. They did the photo shoot with him. They used him for his looks, and they traded him.
Respect.
All right, give the mic back to Bryce because we're snaking it.
No, you're gonna go again.
Yeah, then
Yeah.
he's up. We need to get 2 mics. If you want to cash app us, we need another mic. This shit's expensive. We can't afford all of it. All right, my next one. That's tough. I had the Hornets. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the Fiesta San Antonio ones. Those are smooth. I like those a lot. They're like a pay homage to like their old school ones. But yeah, that's my second pick.
My second, The Clippers.
The Clippers.
Yeah.
The only reason I don't have them as high is because they basically just did what they did last year.
Yeah.
But the San Andreas, it's
Yeah.
such a good jersey.
Nice.
All right, so I'm gonna go. I think, in my opinion, this is my 2. So I got my best 2. I'm going with the Grizzlies.
Yeah, Grizzlies are a great jersey. I don't like them as much as the Vancouver ones.
No, I think those
But
go
they're,
crazy.
They're great.
Yeah, those and the Hornets are my 2.
No,
And
those are
then
great
I'm gonna go with
jerseys.
the white and gold Mavs.
White and gold Mavs. I like them. The
Clean.
only reason I don't love them is because they're not like
White and gold just works. Like
white
in
and gold
all
works,
cases.
but like have the Mavs ever worn white and gold ever?
No, but like some of these teams have like, yeah, like it just works. I think they're sick.
No, they're definitely cool. All right, Bryce.
All right. At number 3, I got. Where's that one at? I have Milwaukee Bucks. No. Let me trade
They're
now.
so ugly.
I'm gonna go Nets. After
Oh,
looking at
those
it
are
now.
brutal too.
Well, I like that.
This is paying homage to Jean Michael Basquiat, some New York artist.
Never heard of that person in my life.
But I don't know. They're definitely, you love them or you hate them, but they're pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Brooklyn always has pretty interesting jerseys. Bryce only says that because he's a KD.
Yeah.
KD stan. Yeah, loves KD. All right, my next pick. I think it's still on the board. The one I
Best
wanted.
score of all time.
I'm probably gonna go Philly. My next pick. I think you love Philly. Or you hate them. They got the row houses on them, and then they have right here. It says
yeah, those are
TTP.
tough.
Trust the process. I think they're pretty sick.
Yeah, those are tough.
rolling with that, trust the process.
Oh yeah, they're trusting it. It's not working, but
Why they use Ben Simmons?
oh yeah, I ordered the Joel one though, but then it said it's not gonna be here till March. Dropped like $150 on. I'm like, that was a waste of money, but I bought it for myself. But yeah, I think those are pretty sweet. And then the next one I'm going with before it gets scooped up, I'm gonna go with the Lakers. They're just clean. They're like the Minneapolis Lakers, the blue. Elfrid Payton, or I'm not Elfrid Payton. My bad. What's his face? What'd you say? Yeah, Elgin Baylor. That's what I meant to say. Elgin Baylor. Elfrid Payton. He sucks ass. Elgin Baylor. Those are just clean jerseys.
All right, go to the Sacramento one real quick.
Sacktown.
Yeah.
They're not terrible.
I like the checkers on the side.
I mess with those. All right, I'm gonna go with the Chicago Bulls.
I just think they're just Chicago's just doesn't seem like a Chicago jersey to me.
I think the red and gold, that just looks sick.
I think it's supposed to like do something about their theater. That's like what it's.
Yeah, I don't
Art
know.
Deco
I just
design.
think they look cool. I don't know the stories behind them.
Yeah, I don't love them. All right,
I'm gonna roll with
final pick is your final one.
give me the Kings.
He just took the Kings, nuts.
He did? Oh, he
Yes.
said Sacramento. You're right. Give me the Orange Magic.
Oh, they're so ugly.
I
those.
love them.
It doesn't even say. It says oral. Star.
I don't know what that is, but they should have just put like magic on there instead of whatever that is. But I like
I
the
hate them.
gold looks cool in my opinion.
I think they're so ugly. They're not gold. They're orange. They're so ugly. All right, Bryce. Is your fifth pick?
It might be too much, but I'm gonna go with the Heat.
Yeah, you love these. You hate them. This is like their last iteration of the freaking Vice City ones. The
tough.
black Vice City is an undefeated jersey. This is too much. I don't love it. All right, is this my last one?
Yeah.
All right, my last pick.
Gender reveal. That's what it looks like.
Gender reveal. Yeah, it does. Facts actually. My last pick. I'm gonna go with the Hornets ones are so good. I'm gonna go with the Atlanta Hawks. I'm gonna go with the Atlanta Hawks MLK jerseys. I just think they're pretty smooth.
Yeah.
All right, that's all 5. All right, let's talk about the ugliest ones real quick.
The Celtics ones are pretty
The Pelicans suck. I think the Oakland ones are pretty cool.
The Celtics ones literally look like a high school practice jersey.
They're supposed to look like a championship
it.
banner.
They look stupid.
I don't like Cleveland. But
Cleveland's just look like graffiti. Kind of
it's
stupid looking.
supposed to be like a different
No.
logo from each.
The Pistons have the worst
Dude,
one.
the Pistons just they make
It's
the same.
so
They just change the
bad.
color of them every year. They
It's
always do
so
Motor
bad.
City jersey. It's not good at all.
It's not good. Oh, Houston's are nice. I like Houston's.
Pistons are weird. They're supposed to look like the.
I like the Pacers ones too.
Yeah, the Pacers are solid.
Minnesota's are boring, bro.
Boring. They have the worst color scheme. I hate the bright green. It's so ugly.
I don't mind it. There's a lot of worse color schemes.
These are terrible.
No,
It
those
looks
are
like they're
brutal, too.
they're sponsored by Love's. It
Those
looks
are
like
awful.
a gas station race car driver. Yeah, the Oregon ones are sweet. The Portland ones are cool. Those
Oh
are
no,
cool.
the NOLA ones, bro. Those are terrible.
That's a
those are
practice jersey. It doesn't even
terrible.
it doesn't even have the name on it.
Those are awful.
No,
Just if they put NOLA on that, it looks good. I don't know what they're trying
This
to do.
is terrible. It's the worst jersey. I don't even think.
I think
Davis
that's
is
the
normal.
worst one.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
I don't even know how you wear that. But honestly, a lot of these are hits. Like I think
I think they look
DC's
good.
jerseys
DC's
are
pretty
just boring.
pretty trash.
Gray, I hate gray jerseys. Ew. It's not a good jersey. Utah's not bad. It looks the
Looks
same
the
as the old
same,
ones.
yeah.
I chose Spurs. I like the Spurs.
Yeah, I do
ones.
too.
And then Denver just tries to look more like Utah every single year. But yeah, those are our jersey rankings. If you want to tweet us with ideas for drafts, we're all on board for that. But definitely some cool jerseys here. We're excited for the NBA to get back. We will talk some NBA, even though AB doesn't know squat.
We're getting there.
No, you will never know anything.
Oh,
Especially
okay.
if you never get out of your you go from your house to the factory to back to your house.
Yeah.
Tough life. Never see the sun.
We're gonna come out at some point. A vampire, werewolf, same thing.
I swear you just got to tell me you're a smoker. You'll be fine.
Maybe at least feel the ultraviolet rays. Haven't seen him in 5 days, like I said earlier, but
All right, we want to thank Bryce for coming on the pod. It was fun to have him on. Hit him up on Instagram.
Put my at on there. Say my at.
What's your at?
Bryce Johnson Jr.
Yeah.
On Instagram and Twitter. I mean, yeah, just
it's on there.
Icy
It's
Bryce.
on there. It's on
Find him
there.
on YouTube of Icy Bryce. Big gamer. He always wants to play Fortnite, so if you want to play Fortnite with him, we're tired of playing Fortnite with him, so just hit him up. He'll play Fortnite with you. Yeah, that was a solid pod. Talked a lot of NFL. NFL's kind of wrapping up. It's getting to the final stretch, so we're going to keep talking NFL and talk more NBA. Keep on our socials. Stay on the Twitter. I think we're going to play one-on-one at some point soon, so
You're gonna have to.
stay on Instagram or YouTube.
we need to start talking about college basketball too. Like, what do you guys think about KU?
Hey,
my
we're
God.
wrapping it up. I'm gonna be the first one to say this is a great KU team. All right, I think they're getting way too much
No, I
hate.
definitely think it's a good team.
They're getting way too much hate. Jalen Wilson, biggest surprise in all of college basketball. I'm not all for
McCormick's clunky.
We're not
It's clunky.
gonna be slandering players on this pod, but Dave McCormick, we'd like a little bit more production out of you.
We want you to shoot a little more.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
I think we might have Cooper Carlin, Cameron Carlin on to talk KU hoops strictly for
Let's
an
do it.
episode in a week or
do it.
two. But yeah, we're gonna keep pushing out content. We don't have school, like I said, right now. We're gonna keep pushing out content, keep having fun guests on. But it's fun to have Bryce on. Stay on our social, like I said. Look out for the one-on-one video. And thank you guys for listening to the pod. Peace.
This is baby.